Hi everyone. How are you doing? Sorry, but my stuff is not sitting around today. So I don't know what this is. You can still probably say like 30, but you just come in here and uh, um, so that's how it is. What I can do is I'm going to call you. I'm not telling no one, but how you, let's get to the show. How you doing? Welcome. You provide. Hi. I just saw your text message.
Yeah, I struggle to get in. I just got in.
Oh. Hello, Aurora. That's for we miss you. I'm sure you'll be abandoned. What is it? River Pro, come here. Kaya talk. I know. Don't worry. I'm just messing with you. I know you're looking for it. LIB eminent intellect said after eating chicken, that man hit chicken business. Oh God. After eating chicken, of course, the hen moves on with no regrets unless the rooster crow. Well, that's the I know this. Where Jimmy at? Jimmy suggested this topic. He needs to be here. Can everybody hear me good? You're welcome to the show. Just want to tell everybody thank you. That contributed to our Bible trivia. You guys, it's a new month. I hope you're studying because it looks like the question's gonna keep getting harder. Um, it was so funny on the last show. People who barely get the answer. I was like, oh my goodness, it's just the way the question was phrased. Hi, Liberian Evident. Everybody say hello. Um, hi, welcome. Wait, Liberian Eminent, where are you watching from? You have to type in the comment section where you're watching from. How your week been? You so quiet with your shades on, chilling and relaxing. I gotta get you hot and small. I know. Like your Eminence said he missed the show. Yeah, every last Sunday of the month we do the show a little bit early, 2:30. We do it at 2:30 and we do a Bible trivia and it's fun. You know, the youngsters are always on here trying to challenge the question and answer. But I'm really proud of them. Most of them know the answer. So yeah, you missed it. But
Why
it's
you
okay. Huh? I said I want to pick on you a little bit. It's been a long time. I haven't been the annoying little sister. You're mute. I can hear you. Let me unmute you.
yeah, yes, I said I'm okay. I'm fine. I was when you were talking, I was trying to post the show on my page. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, that's the reason why I was muted and I wasn't talking. But
Okay. He
all in
said
all,
people,
we can't complain.
huh?
I said we can't complain. All in all, there's no complaint.
I want to get you hot time, man.
You want to give me a hand? Go ahead. I'm listening.
Our people is smart. I see you. You better sitting relaxing with your glasses on. You want? Anybody come to show you mess with you to that party like you ready for them.
No, but like Jimmy and Peterson are waiting for. I two of them are waiting for them. We don't know
Started
what's that problem, my friend.
the two troublemaker. Jimmy specifically is the troublemaker. But
Yeah.
to show you guys, excited to be here. It has definitely been a really long, tough week. But I'm so glad to be here. I was itching to be, you know, how I be poking online here and there when I'm at work. I couldn't do that this week. It was so busy. I was like, I even skipped lunch and all. So, but I'm glad that it's the weekend and I'm happy to be here to socialize with you guys as I learn new things from you guys. So, how was your week though? How did it go?
Well. Yes, it has been a crazy week. But just tell God thank you for most important life. And I mean that's all. But basically, it was crazy. And but the most important, like I said, life is the most important thing, and I gave God the glory for any a week successfully, and we about to get in a new week. I'm just looking up for the best. We in a new month too, wishing for the best in a new month.
Yep, new opportunities, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's 9 o'clock. The topic, I haven't even seen the link in the comment section. Let's see. Let me see the link in the section. Well, where is everybody at? What the
See,
No, I said where Jimmy and the men that suggested this topic. He's not here.
I think people who suggest you kind of topic, then I think they can get I don't know. Well, probably they can be somebody before though. Maybe they have experience. Experience is the best teacher though.
That's why we want to hear from the person who suggested the topic, especially coming from honest. Learn. I have different thoughts on this topic. It's gonna be very, very interesting tonight, and I hope you're ready to yay. I
But
think,
let them come and join. So
yeah,
let them come and join so they can let them come and join. It's not anything much. They can come and join it, and so we all can together discuss and see what we make out about the topic.
yeah. Well, everybody, the link is. Oh, Peter C is here. Check it ready.
Hey, hi guys.
But Peter said no, and I even scared of him. Sir.
Oh, I'm so happy to see you. The other day, I saw some post on Facebook. I said, "Oh no, what happened?"
Yeah, somebody hijacked my page
Oh
and
man.
they did a
Man, you
live
gotta be
with it.
you gotta be careful, man. You gotta be very, very careful how
They
to.
did a lot with it, but I managed to get it back.
Okay.
I
You
don't
should
know where.
authenticator. That's what I have on here because somebody tried to mess with it when I first started doing the show, and I was like, "Nah, that's not gonna happen." So now I have two authenticator for Facebook.
Exactly, that's what I did. No,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Oh man, I'm so sorry for that. I hope they didn't mess with anything personal.
they did a lot, but anyway,
Out there.
Sometimes you gotta be careful with some of those links that people send you. Anytime that someone send me a link when I'm not satisfied with it, I will not even click on it. I wouldn't bother myself,
yeah, they did a
on those
lot.
things. Seriously. So I'm very careful, even when someone send me a message on WhatsApp, because they can scam you. Oh, you look to
I
get a job to get and did it. So if you are not careful, you're gonna jump straight into something. At the end of the day, you get problem. So for me, I'm very careful to see which which one I get into, because you gotta be careful.
Co-host, I did acting a lot. I think I said it. I said it a lot. So
What discuss behind because they be watching, you know that, right?
it,
Because what happened is once you post like, oh, somebody try to hack my account, all of them come under the post to say, hey, I can help you get it back. So to make it even worse, so just be aware. Like whenever you post that, a lot of them come under there. They will try to mess with you even more to pretend that they're trying to help you, but they're not there to help you.
For
So
me, I don't click on any strange link somebody sent to me. You send something to me, and I honestly,
that's
what if
one
I
of the best. That's one
in
of
my
the best.
WhatsApp contact, you can't in my bus. The one that number is not say it my contact. I don't know you. When you say hi, if I want to be nice, I will respond hi. But
be like,
when you come up with any different story, I block you straight. That's what I do. I don't
even
even give you chance.
come up with story, I block you. I don't know you. You should have called me. If you say hey hi and you don't say my government, I don't know you. So let's get started. Welcome to the show. I'm so sorry that you experienced that, and I pray you don't go through that anymore. I know it's really like nerve wracking to go through that because I almost experienced it.
Mhm.
Um, so we got a few things on the board. Um, okay, I'm thinking about work. I said board. In the comment section. Uh, so today's topic is about breakup. Who, what is the likelihood of man or woman who's gonna be shacking up faster? Liberian said, a breakup. After a breakup, the loyal ones take time to heal and reflect, while the narcissistic quickly find someone new. Hmm.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's going where mine is going. Okay. And then, but let's start the show. Let me hear from you guys. Why I share the show? Because I keep on way after right when we're starting, so I can have the chance to share the show. Let's hear from you guys. What do you think? Let's get
I
your
think
perspective.
I'm the small person here. Let me start.
Ah,
Yeah, I don't know where is Jimmy, where is River says. They put me in the middle of the
and live.
giants. I don't know why they did that. So, but let me start. Maybe they will come for me anyway. Thank you guys. Thank you so much, Fee, for this topics. When I saw the topics in the chat room, I said yes. This is one of the topics that I think is it have much role to play in our lives, especially when people are together, not thinking about breakup. Uh, you will know if we break up today, who will be the first person. When things are moving well, everybody is okay together. It can come from lot of areas. Some could be determined if you are smart to know economic status of that person. Um, the contribution to the home is another thing, and and I call it manner of approaches, how you treat your partners. These are all signal that tell you who is eager even for breakup, or even if breakup happens today, what is the next thing? Some people can be together while they are planning different things. But let's look at it from a normal perspective where everybody is in a very good mood, nobody is looking out there, and everybody is respecting each other. And then out of sudden, you get into another problem and yourself break up. Um, like I said in the chat room, this topic is debatable. Other people will look at it from other perspective and feel that the men will be the first to go to look somewhere to start moving with their life. And other people will say no, the women will take that lead. But for me, I will say it depends on uh, how you take your relationship, your past relationship to be like. Like what Liberia put there, it was exactly what I wanted to say. Talking about if in a relationship, if you see that the lady is in love more than the man, yeah, it's reflected right there. If you see the lady is really in love more than the man, um, she will find it difficult to get into another relationship. And she will keep herself, she will still start thinking whether this relationship, this problem can be solved and we can come back together. Why the other partner will be going ahead doing what they want to do. And in fact, when breakup takes place, that other partner will start doing different things. But if we look at it from a general perspective, I would say the men, be it in love or not, the men are quick to move on. And the women will like try to see if that relationship will still remain like that or not. I mean, I'm speaking from a higher percentage. I'm not talking about uh, among women. There will be other people. In fact, they don't care. They will start moving. In fact, they will suggest that breakup. So it's not that case we're talking about. We're talking about let's say looking at higher percentage where you see women, where you see female wanting to keep their relationship, wanting to hold the relationship. In fact, on many occasions, it is a female that keep the relationship between men and women. Two spouses, the female have more role to play keeping that relationship. Men will go ahead and do a lot of things, and the female will still stand strong. So, like I said again, the topic is debatable. Other people will look at it from other lens, and other people will look at it from other lens. And I feel that within that relationship, the two partners, one person, the person that does not really care for that relationship will be the first to go out, the first to move out. And on the other end, if for any reason everybody is together and doing well, the female will have it difficult to even get over it, while the man will be running going. That's how I look at it as from the starting.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's
Okay, yeah. At least, yeah. At least one person is here. Man, you guys left me here with these people. Oh, Jimmy, welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Let's hear from the co-host. What is your starting thoughts about the topic?
Okay, good evening. Great. That's a beautiful topic, and it's interesting that people who suggested the topic will be coming to class very late. You bring a topic, and you're not here to defend the topic. People will be going here, head and scatter to be looking for people who brought up a topic. However, it is good that we're here again on another beautiful Saturday evening, and together we all discussing these things. And again, disclaimer: we are not an expert in these things, but we bringing our, you know, our views, our personal views and opinions, and to suggest and to recommend to our public, to our listening public, so they could be able to learn from these things. That's the reason why we are here. And so let me just go straight to the point. That's good breakups. And now when breakups come about into a relationship, the first thing that is the issue of who move on faster is debatable. But again, when Peterson was making his point, I got some point from Amy, and which I want to tap into. Like for instance, what I want to say about this one is let's first of all see who is pressing about moving out. Who is first thing saying I will lead a relationship? Who constantly says that between the man and the woman? So the person who will always bring on that topic, if you give me chance, I will walk off from the house. You give me do if you do the one again, I will walk out. You gotta be on the light. Watch out for that person. That person, you should be sitting on a time bomb, and that person is something is in their hand. When they say the blind man say, "I will trunk you," obviously he had a rock in his hand. That is an adage in our laboratory. It's worldwide. So to coin it in terms of who easily move on faster is still debatable because you wouldn't know who will want to move on faster. But the person, in my view, like somebody said here, that will want to move on faster is the person who is constantly in a habit of threatening breakups. It could be the man who in a habit of threatening breakups, or it could be the woman in a habit of threatening breakups. So either of them could move on faster, but it depends on that person who is signing about breakups every time, signing about breakups every time. I will woo out of the house, I will leave, and all of the things there. Probably he or she has some little connection somewhere. It's depending on something that she herself can say, oh yeah, if I move on, when I get out of the relationship, assume it is very toxic for me, or I'm not getting anything from them when I get out, I will move on faster in life, with something. Just to conclude, I was watching a video today. The guy is a content creator, and he said he ex girlfriend. He met his ex girlfriend. The ex girlfriend left him because he had nothing, and she left him. Unfortunately or fortunately, he met her. Behold, he said the girl was nice, shiny. He said, it was so cool that she moved on because up to now I have not even gotten anything for myself. So it was like so funny that she moved out. But again, like I said in concluding, the person who will keep talking about I will go or I want to go or I want to go or I want to leave the relationship, be on a lot of that person. Probably the person has some reason why they want to leave. Let me stop there and hear the other people view.
You muted.
I said, let me stop there and hear the other people view.
Yeah,
Thank
she's.
No, I was just saying that's interesting that the video you watched that he feels that way. He's not thinking, well, maybe if I was with this girl, as shiny as she is, she probably could help me shine too.
Maybe his attitude, like, yeah, or down.
The mindset, right? Because he's thinking about, okay, But let's hear from Jimmy. How you doing? We got a lot of good comments going on here in the comment section. Well, go ahead, Jimmy. Let's get your take. Thank you for suggesting this topic. Welcome, Riverside Pro.
What's Rose Pro?
You see the dark box,
He muted himself.
the dark
Yeah.
box,
Yeah,
the
man,
dark
carry
box.
on with your camera today, man. Don't be doing that kind of thing to Oba.
Look at because Andrew on camera today, you want everybody to know that you on camera. Man, find somewhere to sit down, man. Yeah,
Man, why you say you keeping your beard out for plenty to you, Jimmy?
but anyway, thank you for the great topic, and I know I wasn't here from the beginning, but I know my man Walker always come up with you know good vibes on the show, as well as Riverside Pro, Fee,
You don't have to
and
measure me either.
Yeah.
Don't even mention the host and co-host because
I'm trouble about the style.
don't mention the host and co-host.
look, I'm
Sometimes
not here.
for
I'm
today.
not here for that. Okay, so I'm happy to be here. But about the topic, after breakup, a man and a woman who has the positive likelihood of moving on first. Andrew made a good point, because I wasn't here for workers. Breakup is one of the toughest thing that no man want to face. And when I say man, I'm speaking,
Yeah.
on both sides. Because no matter what, both sides, you know, uh, with, how to call it, both sides will feel a pinch. Okay. Whether there was domestic abuse or whatsoever, you know, in a relationship on both sides. But when you guys break up, both of you feel the pinch because no matter what, there were moments you share, and those moments will always play in the mind. But the positive vibe to move on, actually, there's no specific gender that is noted for moving on first after a breakup. There's no specific gender because it depends on the the occasion of the breakup or what led to the breakup or stuff like that. But most of the time, men are likely to move on fast. Men are likely to move on fast. And the reason I say so is because a lot of time men don't hold themselves down for too long. A man will fall, he will stand up and dust himself up and move as though nothing has happened. That means men easily let their emotion go and move forward than women. Women will hold on to their past a little longer than a man to the extent that a lot of them will even say, I'm not sure I'm going to have, I'm not sure I'm going to do this again. Okay. While on the other side, a man will say, I will do it, but I'm not just going to be serious again. You see, so after a breakup, in most cases, I'm not saying in all cases, women take a little bit time, longer time than men. Or men will, you know, or men will go out, he drink his beer if he's, if he's, if he practices in our area, he will hang out with his man, his friends, and they will brainstorm, bring idea, how to call it, bring suggestions. And before you look, a man is hooking up to something and he's doing, he's going about with his regular activities. But a woman, even if she has friends that talk to her, you know, she will sit down and digest and think on how to move on. However, however, some women can already be into something else before the breakup. Also, some men can be into something having two serious relationships at the same time because they don't want, to deal with that empty space just in case anything happen. So it's actually, it's not fixed to say that a man move on faster than a woman or a woman move on faster than a man. But I would say, in my opinion, this is my opinion, that most of the time men are easily, you know, or are likely to move on faster than a woman after a breakup.
So I think we said it together. You were not here, but
Like, like, um,
yeah.
thank you, Princess. Welcome to the show. You guys
Hey,
with me.
yeah, hello guys, how you doing, man?
Ah,
S- Sorry I missed the last show. People having their little council meeting. They're looking people they have like Episcopal. They try to be like some government sitting there just discussing the same thing. But look, this is a great topic, and let me just sing a little song, guy, which is kind of strange. And I'm sorry. I mean, disclaimer: everything that Ara
My
Kelly
man, don't sing Kasongo yeah, or Kasongo, hey.
did.
Mabadi danga.
And I and I want to ask you this question first before I even start. So this is Ara Kelly, like I said, disclaimer. I like the guy's song, but whatever he did, I don't feel it. But this song is called "When a Woman Loves." It said, "When a woman loves, when a woman loves, she loves for real. She took me back after I broke her heart a
My man,
thousand times. She
my
gave
man, you singing or you talking?
She gave all life to me. Okay, guys. So R. Kelly is saying like, what a woman
They, they, they,
loves.
they, may, they may want to imitate R. Kelly. That's why
Yeah,
I kind of
I
spoil
can
the
make it.
singing there. You want to spoil
But
it?
you know
My
the
man,
lyrics.
talk, yeah, talk.
Yeah.
Forget about singing. Forget about singing. At least you get at least
Yeah,
you get a career that is helping your family. Stick to
yeah.
that one.
But but the lyrics says that she took me back after I broke her heart a thousand times. She gave her life to me with no regret. She followed me, the girl she raised me. He says she filled my soul with the verb. So Fee, this lyrics, I'm reading it and I'm listening to what and I disagree with what brother Andrew said. And you know, I am listening to this song. R. Kelly heaped a lot of praises on women that when a woman loves, she loves for real. She will give you everything. She took me back when I don't know about modern woman now, but Fee, is this true?
Ah, you're gonna put me on the spot. Since
Yeah.
I'm
serious basket.
If
Serious
you
basket.
love, you already love for real, like yeah. I mean, all these lyrics, do you believe it?
a
My man,
certain
say your thing back.
second, Jimmy. I
Don't
believe
get.
certain degrees, right? I
Mhm.
think it's based on the individual that this is, you know,
Okay,
presented, right? I think, yeah, it depends on the individual. Sorry,
okay,
man.
okay, okay. Okay.
That it depends on the woman and on the man. It depends on the relationship. How was it established, in my opinion, and what's going on in the moment. So I think generally, right now in the 21st century, I don't think it's sad for me to say. I don't think that lyrics is 100%.
Okay, thank you very much. So I'll disagree with the guy. I think women are most likely to move on, because men, we are mentally strong, guys. Look, men, they are psychologically we are built. There are a lot of things we think on. I don't want to put children. Let me just put children aside a little bit, but there are a lot of things we think on. Before we walk out of our relationship. We what there's something psychological about men. A man can be cheating, which is guys, I'm not endorsing cheating that, but he will still take care of his home mentally. That he would take care of home, he would pay his bill, he would take care of his children, and you will see like nothing disjointed about what he's doing. He will keep everything intact while he still got another religion. But as far as women, they are not built like that. They are not built. They will create some kind of something that will bring trouble. And Andrew talk about friends. One of the things that influence women against friends, the way women influence women, men don't influence. For me to influence Peterson or Andrew well
Oh, what Jimmy, you need go.
Jimmy, yeah, Jimmy,
That
or
is
a
singing is not
relationship,
doing, my man.
you
They
know,
never,
it will be very
you're
hard.
not supposed to sing.
You know, it will be very hard. Those guys would tell me, my man, they would just listen to me. But women have that tendency for some reason, girl, look at your life. Look what's going on. Look how you look like. You know, look at your physical appearance. I ain't gonna tell Peter about physical appearance or thing. Man, you know, but women they start playing on each other mind. Girl, look at your life. You not, you don't look the same. You come to work, you all stressed up, your hair low, all
Aye.
messed up, not done. The next thing is start playing with them emotionally, start to play with them psychologically. We men, we are built. So for us to walk out of a relationship, it takes a lot, God. It takes a lot. Women, they are easily, so much. And when we say women walking out of relationship, it's not like they're going to jump into one. I know Fee one time. Let me use our sister Fee. She's the one. Fee says she one time she I think out of one of relationship she had her own place. She had Fee wasn't looking for any other. So some women they still maintain that independent status. They will say, you know what? They will move on. It doesn't mean that they're going to look for somebody new, but they will stay within that state, have their own place, get their act together, start to reflect. But women, I believe that women are most likely positively to move on quicker because of that emotion. We have said millions of times on this show, women are emotional when it comes to things. They are not built like they are not built like men. Men is we tough. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying women but it
That's
takes a lot.
like you.
Yeah, it takes a lot for Peterson, Jimmy, Andrew, me, to just say, you know what, we're walking on. Then forget when children there again. It takes a lot. But women, you know what? They will go. They will say, you know what, that's enough. And to bring them back, I mean, it will be a lot. So, I will stop here for now. But I believe that women are most likely to move on because of that they are psychologically and emotionally built. They're not strong when it comes to those aspects of things. So yes, they might reconsider, which is a the 20% chance, but they will move on because so much pressure will pile on them and thing. But men, we don't face that we don't face those same pressure that women face to move on, guys. Yeah.
For that. Wow. So the consensus everybody feel
I said Jimmy is going to. I mean, let's say Rosa is going to break it off, and definitely.
well,
I still stand on the fence, the defense. The thing here, I'm not going to cast blame on one person individual or the woman or the man. I'm saying from my point that look, this could happen, but it depends, given the history of the relationship, who's in the relationship, the man and the woman, that always complain of exiting the relationship. So, given that information, that point, you could easily
Your,
determine
your,
who will
mic- your
easily
mic
move
is
on.
giving problem,
If,
right?
if the man is always in a constant habit of saying, "Look, I will walk out of the relationship. I don't care about that." They all the time, every small thing he threatens to go. If the woman does the same, so here I'm not going to cast blame entirely on the man or the woman. I'm saying I'm giving you a conditional clause or information that hey, whosoever in that relationship that is saying that always threatens a relationship to leave will be the person that will say, look, I will move on faster as compared to the other person. Why it is true some women are weaker people. They will say, oh yeah, I love the man, I will stay there. I love the man. It will be all kind of stuff. Some men too, they love the relationship. They love the man, the woman, their girlfriend. To even leave, they don't want to leave it. It take them long time to even recover. So yeah, if you say, oh, the woman can move on far quicker, or the man can move on quicker, then I must have an issue. I'm only saying my point here is, look, who threatens a relationship all of the time? Who is in the position of always standing low. I will move off from the relationship. Oh, you feel, if you do the one, oh, you be that thing. Oh, no, 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 no. So for me, I'm one against the wall.
I
So
said,
go ahead.
Go
Okay.
quick,
Uh,
fee before you can. Let me just get a quick statistic. Andrew, statistically, 65 to 70% of women are most likely to initiate divorce. Of most divorce, 65% of women are. That's not me saying it. That's that statistic. Women are most likely to initiate divorce, and when they are initiating this divorce, they're not divorce, separation, whatever. They are not just doing it for joke. So just to establish that. Go ahead, Fee.
okay. Yeah. So
Can I say
Fee,
something?
you give Fee chance. I will talk now because our market is not
no, no,
working.
no, 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 no. Fee is the host. Fee
So
is
she will
the
not talk.
host.
There's
Uh-huh.
a particular one Jimmy said. I want to hear from her before I talk. The thing Jimmy
Okay.
said, I just waiting to talk, but I'm waiting for Fee to talk. I think, I mean, not Jimmy now. River said, sorry, Jimmy. The one that
Yeah.
River said, I want to
Fee,
respond, but
go ahead. I will come after you.
yeah.
I'm actually with the rest as well, but I want to speak to this statement that Andrew just made, right? He
Mhm.
said, whoever is threatening a relationship that they're going to walk out,
Where is Anna?
the person that's going to move on faster. I agree to that to a certain degree, but I want to speak from the women's perspective.
Mhm.
Okay? I think most women trying to leave the relationship because one, there's a lot, men mostly will say she nags a lot. She nags a lot, right? You men do most men don't like to sit down and have conversation. Especially when a woman say, can we, right? Can we and now it's like, oh, what happened again? At that point, you already shut down and you're not paying attention. So most women, the easiest way for them to start that conversation is to quote unquote nag, right? Start saying, oh, you're doing this, you're doing X, Y, and Z, and they're speaking out. For me, I believe most women, when they start to do that, they're already creating that exit plan, right? Okay, I'm not happy here. One, let's just say, for the sake of the argument, you're cheating, you're not contributing to the home financially, you stay out all night, you're partying or whatsoever, just not being a responsible adult. And then the woman started to complain about it, and she started to build that it's like she's building the courage to say, what are the reasons I should leave, right? And then now, let's say somebody out there already start giving her the compliments that she's missing from you. So now that's even gearing up. That's gearing everything up. That's why I said I agree to Andrew to a certain degree, but at the same time, I feel like nowadays in the 21st century, women definitely move on a little bit faster because they've already built that mindset. Like, one, I can take care of myself. Two, you're not. What are you giving to me that I can't get? And three, somebody else is willing to give me attention. And a lot of women, I hear a lot because I like to watch these dating shows. A lot of women will say, well, I'm not here to babysit or raise or grow up with anybody anymore. Either if you're a maid and ready, I'm ready to roll along. So if they walk out there, like what Liberian Eminence said, someone say, I can get you a man at the bank, and then they find someone who walking down the street seems and look like they got everything that can support them, whatever is missing out of the relationship. In my opinion, they're ready to call it quit. So again, yeah, it depends on what's happening in the relationship. I agree to that. But I think most women leave when they're already been emotionally checked out. So by the time they're out, they're ready to move on, especially the 21st century. We women, we move real fast.
Correct. All right. So to to Andrew's statement about a woman being the first, to sound a horn of leaving, I want to say this. I know most of the time People say, I'm the feminist, but sometimes it's just good to look at the truth and say it. And the truth is this: women build relationship, build, I call it based on two things: interest and emotion. Now, the interest is how they are being treated. How they will be treated in a relationship. You know, how this person will take care of them. Their needs, and maybe if they got, if family extended or children, how this person will cater to them. That's the interest. The emotion is that a woman will not enter into a romantic relationship with any man unless she have love for that person. Now, when she enters, she express that love through the caregiving, the concern, you know, expressing the emotion in various ways. Now, when her interest is not being met, when her interest is not being met, she gives you alert. Okay, she gives you warning signs. Most of the time, she will even ask for you to talk about it, for you to talk about her feelings, how she's feeling, because you're not doing, certain things right and stuff like that. She will not just walk away. But on the other hand, for us men, when we notice a woman who is truly in love with us, but we somehow feel insecure or don't love our woman, instead of speaking our mind, most men will begin to give silent treatment. Okay? Instead of calling a woman to talk about it, most men don't do it. They tend to give silent treatment, especially when they know that that woman is dependent on their pocket, alcohol, or whatsoever. That's when they start coming home late. That's when they start, giving all the negative signals to the woman. And while she is there showing, care, and concern, and she thinking, why is her man behaving this way? Sometimes she put out, she requests for conversation, but most of us, we don't pay attention. Only because in our mind, we are having a sense of, insecurity, or don't want it anymore, or we have heard something, about them. A woman who loves a man with bear patience, she will endure a longer time according with that man until she sees that this man is not ready for her at all. Then she starts seeking, you know, other avenues where her needs and her expectation, her interests can be met. And once she establishes that, a good woman, a real good woman, once she establishes that, because she does not want to be in between, that's when she come out to say, you know, let's end this. It is not working. Let's bring it to an end. Whereby uncle is there, living his emotion, instead of speaking it out, he now turns to the woman in a relationship. And let me tell you, some of you men on this show, whether you are a panelist or you are watching, if you have this kind of behavior, let me tell you, tomorrow that women meeting, go there, go and attend women meeting. You see, Because as a man, you should be vocal. You should speak your mind. Yes, while it is true, there are a lot of things men go through in a relationship and they did not, they do not say it. But as a real man, on a daily basis, whatever goes wrong in your relationship, speak it out to your partner and you're talking. The more you delay, the more that woman feeling is hurt. And as long as her feeling is hurt, she's I call it, remember now, every day a woman dress and get in the street, she said no to over 100 men just to be with you.
1 minute, please.
Go ahead.
No, no, no. I said you got 1 more minute so we can go.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So before a woman walk out of a relationship, she had tried, and tried. And if it is not working, that's when she blow the final alarm, to cut things off, or some of them can just leave without, even anything. Sometimes you just come from work, you know, and she's gone. And,
Yeah.
and she tell you where to pick up your key, I call it and all of that. And you see, but men, we move on very fast. I still stick with my side.
Wow. Yeah.
Most men move
Jimmy,
very fast.
this whole idea of, I don't know why people got this whole idea the woman will try. I see people like feed them when you go tell your 1 foot of size, you get it so much you got it. You made it women with neck big about little, they will fry everything. I see women. I come from work when I used to work in my.
That is their nature, my man.
Yeah.
That is our nature. That is our
No.
nature. So as a man, you should be able to cope with these kind of things.
Oh
You
man,
see?
you tell me, the very steel toe shoe they had got the dirty mechanic clothes that bring them money. They will still fall, and it can be a reason for them to leave you. Seriously, go ahead. Yeah,
So,
man. I
I
know
mean,
what I keep saying. Women will try. They're looking for every avenue to
My
leave.
man,
That's what try.
if you are a man and your mouth stink, you
So,
know how
so,
to call it.
so,
You don't take
so,
care of your
so,
hygiene
so
properly. The woman will leave you for that.
they are already come on a show with a preconceived mind already, taking side already, instead of us
Ah,
debating.
no.
Yeah, man.
So this is how I see this is how I see this. Um,
see,
earlier
I think after Peterson, we should go to the comments.
earlier earlier
Gotta get everybody in the second round. Thank you.
earlier my position is men tend to move on faster, and the reason have been said, but um there are sense in what Jimmy said. Only that, not Jimmy, sorry, River says, only that he said women will find reason to move. That is the point that I disagree with him. Women finding point to move is not when it comes to breakup, especially relationship that a lady cherish a lot.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing, I agree with him when he said women are quick to be convinced, especially by their colleagues. They are quick to be convinced. We're talking on a higher percentage. We are not talking about few women who find themselves, get their own IQ and can say no to some issue. I know of some women that were very, organized when they were coming up with their spouse, good, but when they reach a certain level, start to make new friends, their behavior start changing. I agree with him when he said that. But women moving on is not the type of moving on we're talking about. And that cannot be considered as moving on.
Yeah.
Okay. If you say I disagree with this aspect of our relationship, and I'm going to be on my own, you got to be on your own, and you cluster yourself somewhere, you are not making life. It's not moving on. That's not
No,
moving on. That
No.
is the protest. You try to
Mm-hmm.
see the other side of it.
Yeah.
I mean, show the people that what your husband or what your spouse have done, it is not good, it's not worth doing, and you want for people to see the other side that was wrong. That's a different thing. Moving on in an aspect of making your life. You maybe the lady left you or you left the lady, you went on and start moving with your life, like you get married or you get relationship. I mean, things are moving. That's the kind of moving on. But emotionally, I agree with him that women are played on and they quickly think that where can I have comfort? That is the aspect you will see on the other side. A lady will leave a relationship when she's played on, especially you get to know that they got up when we're coming up the parable we used to get, say women medicine are women, women medicine are women, men medicine are men. When they got to know that they
Hey,
left
senior player.
they left they left that man and some guys, people like number 9 player in this particular that watching us all right here. Number 9 player, by the time their wife leave them, they go into the friend. That's the friend they want to
Liberal
stay.
Eminem need to join the show one day. You can't be behind the scene and be sent writing books.
I
The man
agree.
intellectual giant. So, so indeed, that's how it works. That's how it works. The emotional aspect of it, yes, is played. They move on by finding means to get yourself comfort, some level of comfort,
Yeah.
finding means to get somebody to talk to, so they can have a feeling that I'm forgetting, but they never forget about that. In fact, they can be to the extent that they will be comparing their current relationship with the past relationship, saying that the thing are happening, even though my past relationship, the man used to do this to me, but the man was like this. Whenever a lady start to say that, it means that lady still cherish, still thinking about her past relationship. So there's not moving on. Moving on
It's
is
not moving on.
No, 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 no. Peter say no, no. But separation. Let me tell you, separation is the process. So when they say moving on, I don't know. You just think it should be a bro. Oh, I pack him at
no,
here.
no, no, no,
Look,
no.
look,
Me,
look. I know
me,
a friend that was on
me.
separation
I want to
in
go
Separation is
over.
it's
3 years.
separation is not moving on, my man.
Yeah, but
Process, process,
it is the legal
process,
process. It is a legal process, and then they finalize the divorce. Then from
process,
there now, because legally you can't, I
River
don't know
says,
how because I never
process,
been
River
in a
process.
says,
divorce. Yeah,
there
but
are people who have gone through the complete process of divorce and they are living different, different places, but they still have not moved on.
And stay have not move on. When you say
well, then
move
that's a whole
on,
different thing. Maybe I don't know, but I mean, me, I know people.
process,
I
process,
know people.
process.
Yeah,
When you talk
I mean,
about
when a woman
moving
rent her
on,
own apartment, they said that protest. The woman already left the house.
process.
She by
The point
herself.
here is this.
I
The point,
consider moving on.
the
The
point is
woman
this.
is protesting because because something about her you are not noticing and paying attention to
Uh-huh.
it,
Oh,
and
then
she
why she
want to
go
call
go
your
play by
attention to
herself?
it.
Then why she get being in the house and protest now?
Have you seen a woman? Have you
Hold-
seen a woman?
So if you guys are saying that's not moving on, because me and Rebecca,
I mean, I don't know what it,
Okay,
I don't know how they, I don't
okay.
It's
know how
not
they say
moving on.
moving on.
See,
that's a second. So why wouldn't she go to a family member
Exactly.
that's
The fact that you are left the home.
and be all by
I don't
herself?
think it
That's
is even
Yes.
it's not an act of protestation. The
Uh-huh.
fact you left the home and gone to
Exactly.
another location, rented another flat, and you are
Yeah.
there, you have moved on.
Yeah, that's
Have
the
you
process of
seen?
moving
Have you
on.
seen? Have you seen
no, no, I disagree.
a lady divorced? I come in, Jimmy. You and myself on the same side. Have you seen
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
a lady that divorced her husband, and after the husband had gone and done a lot of things outside, will come back? Why that woman have not even married yet? Come back
Yeah,
and start begging to forgive him?
but
Uh,
she's
You
not
don't know about that? No, see, I'm not talking about you. You may not know. I'm talking about Andrew. I'm talking about River says. You have not come across any condition as such that a lady that divorced this man, the man had gone and had done a lot of stuff out. The relationship did not materialize. Had to come back, ask people to go back this lady. You have not come across any of that?
My man,
So is
even
that
Andrew
moving
that
on?
over there, I got it. He's a great example.
It's not
Let me
moving on.
give an example.
Great
I was
example of already.
let me use myself as
They're telling me I'm making money here. They're telling me I'm making money.
let me use myself as an example to settle the argument. So I
Okay,
very serious relationship. We were living together, everything, right? The same
okay,
so much things. Some of them will get an apartment, get all the keys, and
That thing
exit.
talking about my brain not listening, you will get fell.
Oh no, that's the pass.
So I'll use myself as an example, right? So we from college all the way to about to graduate college. We were living together. I was like, yeah, this is it. This is who I will be with forever. And I think I shared this on here many times, right? He had no idea. I've been saying, I don't think we're great together. It's time for me to move on and be on my own and do my own thing. I don't want to be in this relationship. But to be honest with you, I already have an eye on somebody else that I was interested in that I thought would be a great person that we could live our lives with. He didn't want to accept that. But the reality was, I said, well, the only way that he's going to accept this, I got to move out of here. So I got me a place and I moved all my things. He was out for work. When he came back, I right to the door, gave the keys, I'm out. He's like, oh, we got robbed. No, we didn't. I moved out. Sorry, I got me an apartment and I'm gone. I told you
Good.
I don't want to be in the relationship anymore and I don't want to be here
Exactly.
no,
in it. Right? So so I moved on. I already had an apartment. He still thought he could
Good.
call somebody else, a family member or somebody to talk to me. But I already made my decision. That's what that relationship and I blocked the number, everything,
Good.
and it was done. So I was living by myself now and doing my own thing, and then you have to deal with him. So I'm
Okay.
just saying, like I'm hearing you guys said the person can come back on that. The man can want to do that, but if a person already left, if the intention was to make the relationship work, she would have gone to a friend house or to a family member house and be crying there. So
Yes.
we're trying to encourage her and say, this can be talked about. But I believe once a woman rent another place, that she has a different plan. Just forget about
oh, okay. Let me come.
Yeah, yeah. Mama, 1 second, quick. Look, just like Fee say, it happened to one of my co-worker. This American guy, I don't know, he and his wife, they were back and forth. So later on, the guy, he said, man, help me to find an apartment. He found his apartment, right? They were together. He said, we're trying to work on things. Those people never went back together. Finally, the guy went. They fought. No, the guy told me. The guy said, "The fact that I left that house." And just imagine, both of them, he was still helping her to pay her bills and other things. But he moved to another apartment, not even far from our job. After like 3 months, he told me, he said, can you come and fill in for me today? I'm going to the court. I said, for what? He said, I'm going to finalize. So you see, that process that can move on. So I don't know why you're trying to say, oh, that protest.
Okay,
Those things are not protest. They are part of the process. Not everybody can just pack out thing and just say, oh, lock the door. And remember, guys, sometimes children involved and things. So that not everybody can just say, I grab, like in Nigerian show, where they will take two suitcases, they won't be in the whole all the years. Only two suitcases she
my
leave the
man, your
whole
one
room.
minute finish. Your 1 minute finish. You asked me for
I
one
mean,
minute.
you
Now,
know
I
what
got it. Now
talking
you
at
want to
Jimmy,
go
so
up.
they are change to talk.
Now you want to be all over the place.
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, man. Okay, so uh, River says,
Yeah.
I want to ask you this question: do you have a baby mama?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I got plenty. You got to train the background here.
Okay. No, I'm not talking about your wife, children. The other one where you only produce and left.
No, 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 no.
Okay. Now,
Mama, why you trying to put that kind of you see the kind of trouble question, Jimmy? Mama, Jimmy, look.
Jimmy.
You answer the question,
Even
right? You answer,
if I have one, you come and say, and I
okay,
will look, go quiet.
you answer your
okay,
question. Stop, don't
okay.
do it.
The reason the reason I asked the question is this, right?
Yeah.
Especially in America here, even in Liberia, there are many women who have kids by men. They and that men they are not together anymore. They only have those kids. I call it. I call it. They only have those kids between them. You see, but those women, they still feel something strong for those men. You see, one of the saying that they say, "Oh, fire strong enough hard to catch." Most of the, the background of that statement, most of the time, is because women don't, or let go easy, especially when they once love you. They will always show that, you know, whenever you meet, whether they can even be married. I call it, there are some women who have exes. They call it exes, but they are now married. But trust me, they have not totally moved away from that man. You see, and if some of these men can put strong hand down, they put their foot down and tell them, say, I want you back. I want you to come back. Some of them can cut off a marriage.
Are
Just
you still they will still be emotionally attached to the previous relationship?
yes,
What are you talking about, Andrew?
yes.
So that means
Unless
that's
the
the point we see.
relationship
That
that
mean
Sophie just
they bear the
described,
weaker
what
side.
she,
That
what
mean
she
they bear
talking
the weaker
about,
side.
That
Cannot be
means they have
so.
not moved.
that's a
That means they have not moved on. It is condition. It is you that made them to leave you.
uh and that's a protest. They just
That's a
showing that
protest.
the leaving is a protest. That's
My
not
man,
moving on.
I don't call it. I don't call it. I don't call it. Andrew, you that saying that over there. There are some lady in. I don't call it. I don't call it in Liberia for years. My man, I will go there with you.
Yeah.
Go there.
Fee, the aspect you talk about something, right? Giving an example about yourself. That's a different case. That's a different case. When you left, in fact, to reach to the point of leaving and you saying I'm going and you will not see me again, it means there was something happening and you plan to do that, and that was it. But we're talking about a relationship where both of you say maybe your husband is doing certain thing, or you come to a level to say, oh, we are partying, or the woman say I'm going, and she still get the person number and contact, still communicating. You left, you went, you blocked the person, everything, you cut off communication completely. That's a different thing.
Yeah.
How many women,
How many kids together? Thank God.
how many of our sisters will do that? It's not possible because they're not able to do it.
But Jimmy, before Peterson conclude, let me just ask you quickly. Why you have to explain with Russell prove whether he left an egg behind?
I
No,
didn't say that. I didn't say that.
you are asking
Andrew,
whether he left egg behind.
Andrew, is that taking you from? Is
No,
that
leave that
taking you
Jimmy
from
man.
what
You
you
want to
said?
you want to be controversial.
Andrew is just taking. That's the title. Is that taking you from?
Conversation is hot in there.
That's all I mean, guys. Let's go to that comments and see what happened anyway.
All right, we're
So,
gonna
so,
start.
so, so, so before we go to the comment, sorry, before we go to the comment quickly, right? I mean, everybody making a brilliant point here tonight. It's very important that we all stress the facts. But for me, I want to be very clear on my point, and I'll stand with my point. I'm
In the
not
middle.
casting blame on the man or the woman. I'm saying for this reason, emphatically, right? In a relationship, the person, whether the man or the woman, that threatens the relationship on the daily basis, everyday basis of exiting the relationship is likely to move on faster as compared to the person who doesn't do it.
Because they get it already. They already get in
Hmm?
their hand with it.
Yeah. So when you see it like that, oh, I met Peterson. Peterson move on. Oh, I see the guy, man. The guy is like, well, obviously, he already had a plan of leaving. This why he always threatens the relationship. So it will not be good to be threatening the relationship. We know women are a weaker vessel. Someone
Yep.
protest, they say, well, I will sit down, I would, I like, when women are in love, they're in love. They will tell you, say, look, nothing you do, I don't like it. And in order to protest, they still love that relationship. They still need that relationship with them. But they want to see how you really mean it. Whether you really want
Now
to.
you are getting our point.
You see why you really mean it. So they want to protest in a way that. But for me, that the technique she using to move on. That's how she want to
I
see and stay
protest
that in
that.
the
I
corner.
call it
Now another
protest.
technique she using.
That's why we
But then-
call that protest.
Yeah, but for me, in that way, if you get a high man, like someone I know here, they pretending they high man, they will say, okay, I will let you. And you say you want to be on your own. I will not turn back. I will not look, and they will play blind eye on you. At the end of the day, you're going to suffer from depression. So if you are the woman, if you know that kind of man you're dealing with, if the man is in an eye, he continues to do it in that art, and he's not stopping, and you say, I will protest for him to come back, the man will be going yonder. The Congo man will say, he will be going yonder, and you be still in depression tomorrow. You see him with a relationship, and you say, oh, I thought my husband or boyfriend were coming back to me. At the end of the day, you carry yourself in the basement, and the depression will be killing you. At the end of the day, they carry you and bury you in the cemetery there.
Okay, I have a question for you, Andrew.
Go ahead.
Sorry, my sister. If he go and he leave you, you're not with someone else. Move. We move.
Move, man. Where are the presidents going?
Fee is a member of Gen Z.
We move. We don't look back and we don't judge. We move.
So, Andrew,
I'm here.
if you have a sister that is in a no, me I let you do my thing direct.
What kind of direct example that you just get?
No, let him go ahead. I'm waiting.
If you have a sister who is in a relationship with a guy
Right here.
that is not treating her right,
No,
she always
I
comes.
know few husbands treating her right.
Hey, my man, wait now. I'm not
Okay.
talking about Fee.
Carry you out the door. We move.
You know, and she always coming to you and saying that the guy is not doing this, the guy, doesn't respect her, I call it, and all of that. Will you encourage her to stay in that guy's house or to stay with that guy?
Now, first thing is a beautiful question to be asking, right? I'm one person who is not put asunder someone's relationship. You that are in a relationship as my sister, you bear the pain. You know you wearing the shoes. You know what you mean. But
Yeah.
if you know that guy, his habit, he's not changing his habit, you could best make that decision. I'm not going to tell you, say, make the decision before tomorrow. Mind you, we got to be careful here. If I told my sister, say, well, leave the relationship, and tomorrow she left the relationship,
Come to your house.
at the end of the day, tomorrow, are you made me leave my man? We've seen the plenty in our communities. So I, as a relative, I wouldn't tell my sister, say, no, leave the relationship. The only thing I will not tolerate if that relationship is a very toxic relationship and he continue to brutalize her, that is violation of her right. I will tell her to take whatever legal action she can take, or whatever action she can take. But I'm not definitely going to tell her, say, no, leave the man. Because if you do that, you are also creating problem for them. Because tomorrow, mind you, like I said, if two of them come back together tomorrow, like why you're not cool talking boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, and wife case. Because when you go, you say the bad thing or the other person, at the end of the day, they face that confusion. They will say, oh, Jimmy say, so and so thing. So I'm very careful when it comes to relationship.
Yeah, the man calling my neo. You're not saying that, Darrell.
So I will not tell my sister to leave. I will tell you best decide whatever decision you take that in your interest, we will support it as a family. But I will not definitely tell you to do X, Y, and Z.
Let me ask you.
Let me ask a follow-up question.
That question is an answer.
Let me ask you one question before we go to the Sunday.
I ask a yes or no question, but the man a politician, you will not answer questions straight. So let me ask a follow-up question or I don't call it before you come in.
Okay, go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, my man. Andrew, your man on your side. So the question for both of you. So since you cannot advise her to leave or stay, If she take a stand, say, okay, I'm going to leave from the man house, maybe rent a room,
What happened?
rent a
Oh,
room for myself.
wait, we got kicked out.
No, you're there. I quite I feel
Oh,
playing game.
please stop messing with our technology thing. Me are old school. We are.
If she
Y'all
make a
start scaring
decision,
us with your technology. We.
yeah, if she make a decision and say, if I stay in the man house, I still have to wash his clothes, I still have to cook for him, and and then in the net, I got it. I still got to turn around to him and stuff like that. So if I stay here, all the things keep happening. They may will not be serious about me. So let me see. Let me get a room and move there, or let me go to my brother place, or let me go to my auntie place, and be there. If he really serious, he will come there. Then when he come there, we'll talk about all these things before I come back. If she,
God, you're trying to drag this show. That's not a direct question you just asked. What are you
if she
trying to
does that, if
ask?
she does that, will you welcome her decision or not?
If my sister decide to leave the relationship,
She's not leaving. She's not leaving.
she decide to move
She,
on
she's only taking a
as
break
a sign of
away.
protest.
Yes.
Yeah.
After that, that's what I said. I will be very clear.
Our
It's her
decision.
decision. It's not me letting her know to tell her to do it. If she said,
But will you
I need
support
this,
her? Will you support her
obviously she's my
decision?
sister, I will support her. But I'm the one who gave her. I didn't give her
Okay,
the decision.
okay.
So,
So,
fee,
so,
fee.
so, so, so that's a yes.
No, it's not a yes in your own.
Oh, but you said you will support her
No.
now.
Oh yeah, but I didn't influence
Why
the
are you
decision
a
on your
pharaoh?
life.
Why you can
What?
support her? If you not tell no, then why you can support her?
No, I didn't influence her decision. When
Why
you
you
want to
can
see the
support her
decision, I didn't
publicly?
influence her decision.
He
So
said support whatever decision she decide to make. He already said that.
So,
I
of
so
said it. I
course,
said
fee.
I will
of
support her
course,
decision she made, but I will not
you have
influence
to.
her
The
decision.
question is,
So, so,
will you
so,
support her? The
so,
I
question
think
so,
is,
so,
she
yeah,
left.
Sophie, let me ask you a question from a woman's perspective. What I say for let me say you now or other women speak, just get in the head of other women. What are the process of what are the process in your mind of moving on as far like when it happened to you, like what are the thought process, like what are the stages, like concentrate and
What's the
think
understanding of
hard or
moving
yeah
on, Jimmy? I
what
mean, that's what everyone says.
huh?
Can we say that? What comes to your mind when you talk about I'm moving on?
Yeah, but
And
yeah,
then
but I
just
want to know
let,
the
let
stages.
us
Yeah,
be
I
clear
want
with
to answer
that
the
because
stages, PSC, because some people say number one, I thought high about it. Number two, I made a decision based on this. So I just want to get it from because women who go through those process. I mean, what are the thought? What because if I say what influence it, they will say cheating and other things. But within that process, people can cheat, but there are women who will say, you know what, I will still keep my relationship. But people who have what are the top process? I mean, what comes to your mind before you finally say, you know what, enough of this?
I think there's several things. One, a woman start to look at the relationship. If you're in my life and you're not in my life, what does it look like? I
Mhm.
I would what most women are looking at, like just sitting and saying, okay, if I didn't have you here, like what are you contributing to my life?
Mhm.
You know, whether it be financially or physically or whatsoever, emotional support or growth, whatever that is. I think
Mhm.
that's the first stage about um
Okay.
that looks like. And then so I don't want to say nobody's name, but I do have somebody that I really value the most and came to me in the process of exiting. And it's been years and years and years that they calculated that, looking at
Yeah,
the
lawyer,
relationship.
like orange net what you using to net.
the mic together is not good. I don't know.
At you, Jimmy. What I was saying is, like, what, like, years, like, looking at seeing what is reflecting. Are you being yourself? Are you this? Without that, then what do I look like? Financially, physically? Can I afford this? Can I do that? I think women put a lot into it. can I live without you? It doesn't mean that they can't breathe without you, but how does life look like? Do I have the support system? Are you the major support system in my life? If that happens, how does that happen? Then they start to come up with the exit plan. When am I going to leave? Okay, I put in the condition. If this start to improve, maybe I'm going to stay. If this doesn't improve, this doesn't improve, I'm not going to stay. Once that plan is in place and there's some type of change that happened, that's when you see women start to consult with their friends or someone they value the most and say, hey, I know he was doing this and I talked to you. I thought about leaving, but now he's doing X, Y, and Z. What do you think? This is when the outside influence play a key role and start saying, well, he's just doing that for now. He's gonna go back to it how many times? So they start to find someone who can actually value the thought process to say if they're not being crazy or making the wrong decision. I don't think any woman leaves their relationship without consulting anyone. They talk to someone they really trust, and I already confirmed with one, three, you can do it by yourself. Four, we got you. We're two, gonna put someone that's better. You hire you with someone who costs you headache and pain all the time. I believe once women hit those 5 stages, then now it's like it takes what to hit the camel back or whatever broke the camel back. That's whatever happened. A woman is ready to leave, in my opinion.
But I weigh between the option where you say find out, okay, for example, the guy making more bucks, you won't go, but then you look, he providing like 75% of income in the house. I know you paying some bill, but this guy is telling you, what, fee, keep your money, I mean, look, I got people in my state who do it, they don't do that 50-50 thing. I got people who would tell their wife, look, I mean, the only thing I know this one guy. I'm not gonna be personal, but the only thing he tell you, well, you can pay I think your phone bill like $50 or $60, but he does almost everything, making me look bad. Try to tell you, I said, don't ever go to my house and go explain it to you. But yeah, so when you weigh that awesome fee, but suppose the guy make more than you, and you one of those women that he has for you one of those kind of paying phone bill people, every other thing he takes care of it. You think your decision will still be influenced by that to say, you know what, let me stay because I don't want to suffer out there.
I think most people right now, like I said, I look at like the modern where Gen Z, however, Jimmy describes us tonight. But a lot of women look at longevity, like my mental health. That's like the biggest thing right now, right? Even
Okay. Yes.
though you're taking care I think when you start saying, well, I need to start saving, I need to start being smart about whatever money I'm getting, whatever money I'm saving up, because I gotta go. I had a friend in college that met someone, and I mean, he's filthy rich and bought her house in Miami, like she was living the life. But then when we finally caught up, we all went out. We went to Mexico. When we went there, we learned so much about what was going on in her home. She broke down and explained and said, "Man, I know I wanted men that were like 15 years older than me, but I'm not happy. I want to be out of there. He provide everything that she ever needed and supported her family back home. But she was not happy in her mental health. She felt like killing herself. So in that moment, it was like, do I live or I die? Certain people, they start to weigh out what's important. Is the money worth it, or my mental health being free and understanding and being happy is important? A lot of people weigh that out and then make that exit plan. But like I said earlier, most people that move on already checked out before they even left the house. They checked out. They were just bagging it out just to leave. It's like a plan. Let me get whatever I can get and get whatever can help me out and get out of here. And she left the relationship. She was done. She stayed around kids, have a life, have kids, and living the average life, the average American life. You work, I work, and we're doing it. A lot of us women, young women, like we want the men that provide, but we don't have what it takes to maintain that relationship because most men, in my opinion, that are wealthy like that, all they need you to be is, you know,
He forget I was talking tonight.
No, I can't. No, I
My,
can't. No, no. At least we hear. I can. You know, if little bit something, but we can hear it at least.
so I think Jimmy, I mean, Russell River says you are going a little bit personal. Let's say direct to women, not personal to her.
Mm-hmm.
You are going personal with women, but um, looking at it from a general perspective,
Mm-hmm.
from how you know other people will see. The question I wanted
Mm-hmm.
to answer, or any of us to answer, is when we say moving on,
Mm-hmm.
what it interprets to you. Is it when you say, okay, the relationship is done and I'm moving on. Now, mine, you were not in brother and sister relationship. You told the person say I'm moving on. Then of course you go into just you cut out the family relationship there. But you were a husband and wife, and you said I'm moving on. So what comes to your mind? Are you going to get married? Are you going to get into another relationship? Or are you going to face yourself, sit down and say, I'll wait and see where is him or what he's doing and call that moving on? What really it entails?
But Peterson,
That's what I want to know.
yeah, Peterson, it varies from people to people. There are people, from people you can't. Everybody got. Some people will say, I'm moving on to ease my stress, and before I get into, some other people will say, well, I'm moving on. I'm gonna immediately get married. I think, I saw somebody at work that I used to talk to initially. I didn't really think that I was gonna, I didn't. But now that my relationship, my relationship is not working, and this man, I think I would make a move. So I think that question it varies. It depends. Everybody would not come to the same answer. Like people, there are other people who there's some people just say, look, I ain't even got time for men business right now. I know some women that are strong like that. They will say, you know what, I at the play, I ain't even thinking about men business right now. I just want to go
So
and
what
and,
it is
and
is a
put
men
my
who
love together.
English
So
man?
I mean, look, it's a great question, but I think
So,
it
so
is
I think we need to go to the
for
comment
people.
section where we want to
Let's go
make
to the
some.
comment section. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Laura says. I think
Yeah,
you are
yeah,
right. The
yeah,
placing anybody's mind and the way you understand that.
yep.
So yeah,
And before we go to the comment section, let give ourselves time on the comment section. If we read a comment and if we have 30 seconds to make our input, we'll get 30 seconds to make our input.
yeah.
Thank you.
The comment set to read the comment set at 10 minutes already. Go ahead, fee.
Read the comment. Can you guys hear?
Yeah, we can hear
Breaking
you.
Bad
Oh,
stuff
okay.
like that.
So I'm starting from the bottom. We'll go up from there. He said, when a relationship break up and there are no children or joint property, the pain of such a breakup should last between a day and a week. I agree. I agree.
What?
After which, I agree. All right, let me finish reading it. I think on anything longer is just self-inflicted torture and not suitable for your mental health. To paper, you must learn to move on from things that have moved away from you. Correct. The authorities, mentioned property, reputation, stuff, and in present, that you guys, I can see that you have them during the relationship. Um, who wants? I already said I agree with him.
Yeah, for me, I don't agree. This is why I brought that question. When you
In
talk
30
about moving
seconds.
on, it has to do with certainly your mental capacity, to have a mental rest. You were in a relationship with somebody. That emotional trauma it gave you whenever that decision is made. It is now 1 or 2 days stuff. So for you to say whether children, if children, you don't have children, you don't have property, it should last for 1 or 2 weeks. You were not having, it was just like casual stuff you were doing. You were not in real relationship. Some relationship without property, without children, it can be like for a year, 2, 3. So you want to tell me somebody that you have built a member with for 2, 3 years, that memory can disappear within 1 or 2 weeks? I don't think so.
Answer that question, let me tell you why I said yes, right? Because for me, if you've decided to get out of that relationship, I would have already seen signs before the relationship ended. That would have been a conversation we've already had. So I've already mentally started to prepare myself that in any day from now, this relationship is going to end, and stop mentally consoling myself from any damage that's going to come. So once that relationship ends, guess what? I'll regret the part that I wasted my time. That's why I said on this show before, when I was single, I don't waste my time on anybody. If you, me and you started talking, and I see you were saying that we talk for like 3 to 4 months, and there's no consistency, I automatically block you because at that point, you don't see this relationship as anything going beyond whatever it is at that moment. And that's okay. I appreciate that. So I would just exit myself
I,
out of
I,
it.
Why have you a
look,
pattern in life?
look.
Why
I
have you
think
a
I totally disagree. Look, children and or properties are not always deal breaker in a relationship. I know people who live in trailer park, trailer track, trailer, trailer. Yeah, childhood. You know how these. Last time I was talking to Fee about where relation. Yeah, most of the white people they find their childhood. They go to high school, they go to college. Those are relationships that been together. Yeah, they might not have anything. The white people maybe they got a little one guitar, they got a little one room, but they love each other. Maybe they got a little dog. Is there's nothing valuable, as far as children or property concerned. So I don't think to just forget about a day or week. I think that's cruel. It's not that. Yeah, seriously, look,
Mhm.
yeah, seriously, those are relationships. Just because children or mansion or money not in it, it doesn't mean it's not genuine. Those people love each other. They've been together since they were younger. They spend their time together. Some people decide not to have children. Some people decide not to accumulate wealth. Why they live according to the day or the hour. That's how they plan their life. But they love each other. So I disagree that just because those things are not in it, so it should last. I totally disagree.
Focusing on the fact that he said there's nothing involved, right? Which means you're never cross paths with that person anymore for your own mental health. So what does it cost with you sitting there, somebody who looked at you that said they loved you, right? And then you
Mhm.
torn and they're crying, saying, "Oh, this is gone for weeks and months," and limit your son saying, "I'm not going to talk to nobody anymore. I don't want any more body in my life." No, that person have made a decision because they know what they want in their life, and you're not part of it. That doesn't exclude the part that you guys had lost. Just in that moment, don't break yourself down because somebody has chosen to walk away out of your life, which a lot of people do. They end up messing their entire life. So for me, that's how I understand this comment. That's why I
I, Fee, I don't think a good psychologist or yeah, somebody like that will say, "Don't grieve." You know why people grieve? They put out that kind of a feelings, the
maybe my
process of beauty.
have to think about it and just say, you know what, I'm done. Exit.
Yeah, that's what you say. But people got to put out that feeling. That feeling, putting out that feeling, that's it's not 1 or 2 days. It has to take some time. Anyway.
So like that's another one. Everybody got that out of their system.
No, stop.
Just,
Sentence.
just text
First.
on action or
Okay.
look at everything
First.
drop, and she no longer cares what happened. A woman does not make noise when she leaves when she runs to say, but didn't listen. I, I
This
that
is what I agree with. This is what I agree with. Totally. That's what I agree with him on this. Yep. Yep. And it does not mean that it does not mean she's not grieving. I mean, she just reached to a quarter point.
Yeah.
tell him the
Yeah.
mic is not working.
The mic is
A
not
woman.
working. I
Just
don't know if you go off the mic, you will talk correct.
can you hear me?
But I mean, he said when a woman start, Fifi go back a little bit small. He said when a woman start being jealous, like when a woman start getting, like, look, some people don't have, look,
Oh, what's that, bro?
yeah, like not everybody can, look,
No, Roses. Look,
some people don't get
analyze the
jealous.
point. Roses,
Huh?
you
Huh?
can analyze the point,
That's what they
right?
care.
I think, I think, I think it makes sense, and that is anybody for that, and that kind of a spirit I have. If I start talking about one thing over and again, it means I reach to a core point. I don't agree with you, but I know anyway you're going to do what you're doing. So it does not mean that I mean I'm good with it, I'm cool with it. But it means even if you go worse than what you're doing, it will not take something from me
But
because
yeah,
I know you cannot change. That's the point he's making.
yeah,
If a
but
man stop getting jealous, stop
okay, okay.
getting
Yeah, because that I mean that first line, maybe I'm reading it different. It just sounds like more abusive. If a woman
Yeah,
start getting jealous,
that
start
Arokere
questioning.
song, that Arokere song that you sang, my man.
When a woman loves, she loves for real. You know you like that song, Jimmy. But I was
well, I look at what he's saying. Yeah, I think what he's saying.
ah,
If you were singing for this show to reach to 5 million plus internet, we will still be at one.
what you talking about? My man, I can see for the him book. I can just
So that moving on is not taboo. It's okay to move on to a different partner after the last one ended. You won't always need healing after every relationship, but
huh?
it's also okay to just be by yourself for a while. You don't always need to have a man in your life either.
You don't always need healing after every Jesus Christ. If you move on with all, I don't know, guys. Let the other guy come in,
I
but
don't understand.
I
I
mean
don't
that
understand.
statement a
Like
little
that
bit.
one. I don't
Okay.
understand.
And not every relationship you need time to move on. Like the way some people will say, well, I'm gonna take 2 years. A lot of women do that. They will say in the next 2 to 5 years, I don't wanna see men or do anything or whatever. Girl, he's moving on.
Yeah, see, you gotta work with you gotta work on your mind.
All right, somebody else want to read that?
I recorded the children and lay now on fee $1 5.
I disagree. A woman will make a decision of leaving while still in the relationship with you
Yes.
through the healing process and get your replacement before leaving. Yes, a lady can move on while dating you. You know,
Yes.
I have a little discerning view on this. My
No,
discerning view here, my discerning view here is this: a lady, a lady is quick to put out her action, to put out her plan. Unless, I mean, we're talking about the level at which we are percent would look at a percentage of women who are conserved, who like to keep something to themselves. They are few, but a lady who loves you, when her action change, you know straight like something different happening. And that's what make men different. When Jimmy was talking about men, that what make men different. A man, I don't know, Jimmy, what that river says, a man will live a secret life with you and still keep that home going. But when a lady is in a relationship, is dating a guy, come
Yep,
home, that little behavior change.
true.
So it's difficult to keep to say that you're going 1 or 2 years and get all your replacement and everything before you make that decision to move. I don't know what kind of woman you're dealing with. Maybe maybe how you call it, old timer, or maybe some kind of person that is
wait a minute, coming from old time again. That the
maybe
man
it's
on
a
two vest.
veteran, maybe a veteran, you're dealing with a veteran. If you're
And
dealing with a
Peter,
veteran, it's a different.
you coming with old time thing at the man on two vest?
No, I'm not bring, I'm bringing, I
Jimmy,
cannot
I don't
bring.
even see you.
Yes,
I mean,
I see it. I mean,
yeah, old timer. What you
it's,
talking about?
it's good, it's great, but it's very difficult for a lady to keep something
Yes.
for long like this.
All right.
Mhm.
So I agree with Frida. Go back over there, please. Yeah, in my Rosa Pro voice. Let's go back up small. Now, I agree with Liberian eminent, I call it intellectual on this one. And this does not only apply to women, it also applies to men. Yeah? It also applies to men.
The main era is that
Before
one part too. The main era.
before men say, I call it pack your things and go, that means they already get somebody else that
Yeah.
coming.
The man nothing there. But a
And you
woman
see,
is different.
but a woman will still love you and make a decision to leave you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You see? Now, that decision she's making to leave you, it is not that she doesn't want you. She wants you to correct something. She wants you to work on something. You see? So, Erabi Eminent is preaching our point
No,
that
no, Jimmy. You're not
that
reading what you do yet.
wait now,
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
she make a decision to leave you,
Mm-hmm.
but she's still loving you. She still carry you in her heart. You see? Now, it's still a means of protest that not that I don't love you, but you can't keep being like this and you expect me to be here. So if you know you really want this, change, work on yourself while I be on the other side. And if you work on yourself, you come back, we'll talk it over and I will come. You see?
Jimmy,
But
Jimmy, read it, man. Why you say yeah? All
I
all
looking
the things talking is the upside down is talking here.
I looking at the first part. I looking
But
at
the
the
first part, the conclusion is what I'm looking at. The first part, yes. He said, "Will a woman will take a decision? Will a woman will
yeah.
take a decision to of leaving you while still in relationship with you? Get through the healing process and get replacement before leaving." So what that means, the woman will be in your house with you while she's thinking about leaving you, and then she will be begging with you their replacement. Is that what you say? And get
Yeah,
that
women
No,
do
to
I
make a
don't think
decision.
women
women
are
do
built
it.
like that.
Women do it, my brother. Women
No.
do it, men do it. You see? I don't call it women do it, men do it.
And he said, yes, a woman can leave while dating you.
I know
Yeah.
pastor women that can be into
Ah,
my Nemo. I ain't say nothing.
and you see, and you see, you may feel lay your head
No,
now, you know, let the red.
you're sorry, oh my pastor people.
That's a different thing there. It's a really
I
different
just say
thing
it for
there.
experience when I was growing
You
up.
see the
Oh.
Royal Pro, man. I call it, you see Royal Pro when Royal Pro, you know, you ready to talk about it, by the time you can call a video off because he want people to see your face.
No, my man. Next week I coming on boy. Next week, my basement
So
getting one small. But my man, no, I don't think. Okay, you know, for what? So you know, I want to get a point when he said when I really, oh, okay, we'll move on. Okay, let me just go to this. Okay, he said a woman will make a decision of leaving while still in a relationship. What does it mean? That it's sexual or what? When they say relationship, like is she in the house like that movie where
yeah,
the two people were? What?
I think he
I
tried
mean,
to
are you
say
still in bed or what?
I think
My
he tried
man,
to say that the woman will
my
pretend.
no,
man.
we're not interpreting what I meant say
That
yeah.
that is
Yeah.
pretentious. Make your decision known and
Uh-huh.
get out. That is pretentious. You cannot
A woman
be in
cannot
relationship,
pretend
claim to be in a
this
relationship with
loud,
me
this long.
in
A
a
woman
hug,
will not
and then
pretend
you
this.
slide away to go out.
No,
Then you come,
no,
then you want to be
Andrew
answerable.
sit down
You
here
want to
and
be
be speaking
answerable to
your,
me.
no,
you know, and be speaking your BB book.
no, but
You know, I
Andrew,
call it that
Not
pretentious,
big
that
bro.
pretentious.
I'm
The
being
person,
pretentious.
The person
No,
living right in your house, the person living right in your house,
It's
they
still
finding that replacement, they finding that replacement for you. They make themselves comfortable. They rent an apartment, everything for them. The day they're ready to move, my brother, they will tell you
no.
where to. They will tell you where to find your key.
No, that's not
Ah,
no. I totally agree.
uh,
once a
Then
while.
he
I mean,
said she
it's
will
not,
be in a
it's not
relationship, be in
common.
a healing process. How will you be
Uh-huh.
healing? I don't get it. Why will you be healing with somebody that you're about to leave? Like
Yes,
how
that's the
does that
thing.
work?
Why
Heal
does that mean?
us, you guys. They're healing. I get what he's saying. Like I said earlier, I'm here. I say I'm not happy. You treat me bad. You're not supportive with me and the children. I'm just giving you guys an example. I hope y'all can hear me.
Yeah,
Um,
we
Yeah,
hear you.
that's in a simple English.
I still see you are pretending. Make your decision and move out. Then pretend
Uh-huh.
to me in the house.
Yeah, man.
benefiting someone and I need to secure myself first. So
Yeah,
if
No,
I'm
you are
looking at
yeah,
pretending. You are pretend. You don't
yeah.
pretend to love me, and you don't love me, and you want to go out. You pretend to love me. Then when
If
you
Uh-huh.
the
go,
person, if the
you don't
person
have
is
anything
not
to
Even
do.
working,
in a
You
female
eh,
trying
life,
to disrespect
a
me.
normal
Andrew,
female,
You trying to disrespect me.
Andrew,
is what
Andrew.
we
tell
make
I
that
us,
know you're right. I mean, you playing game with the person while you're being the person hall. You said a prayer with the person, then you say you're going through
Because
healing. Yeah, it's
when
that.
you
I
say
think
you're
that's
going through,
wrong.
Jimmy, my
right.
man, they want to buy, they want it off the point we're making. The point
They're
we made before, the particular one does not support it. I mean,
I
you
know,
can't.
I
guys,
know, but what I'm saying is that it is reality.
Yeah, exceptional cases. Yes, I
No,
agree.
no
But
decent
what I'm
woman
guys,
would
saying,
do that.
But man,
it is not a normal thing.
yeah,
It's not normal. And the
I don't
women that would
pretend.
do this thing,
I don't pretend.
they
here
all
is
Love me,
why
you
a woman
pretending.
would do this. If a woman is living with you, you are the only one working, especially in a country where a lot of people come here
if you
undocumented.
living with that woman,
When
that woman will do that thing, my man.
a lot of people come here undocumented, the woman is living with
Yeah.
you. She solely depend on you.
Uh-huh.
And you see, but you are
Uh-huh.
not doing the thing that you're supposed to do for her to put her on her feet.
Mm-hmm.
You see,
You tie
every
her
day,
down.
every day you give me excuses, and you're not only giving me excuses, I call it you treating her bad. She looking for another person while she's still living with you that will help her to get settled.
That's a condition now, Jimmy.
Like, bro, I mean, what want to call family law again? Who about we study family law? Yeah, the matter about family law.
Gentlemen,
They play where we not psychology, we not lawyer, we not divorce
Okay,
lawyer. We
a
just
fee
woman that would do
admin.
that thing, maybe I'm saying a
fee
veteran. A veteran
is
that
1041 on the East Coast. It's
yeah,
941 on my side. We need to go.
tomorrow, check it.
Yeah, guys. I mean,
okay,
that's a
that's
great
another one.
topic. Yeah, the topic it was great, man. It was great. It was great.
Yeah,
We
so let's
just
try. We got 2 hours, so we can try to conclude.
yeah, we can close now.
Minute. Jimmy, I mean 1 minute.
You know, Jimmy will not get no 1 minute. Jimmy could will let 10.
Jimmy going beyond 1 minute. I will pausing.
Jimmy, I
Give
don't know
me,
you were teaching before, right?
give me, Jimmy, give me Jimmy 1 minute. Is
Are you a
like
teacher?
I don't know.
Are you a lecturer?
All right.
I'm gonna start
Fee,
even taking the laptop when you keep talking about that.
Okay, okay. Let me go ahead quick, guys. So
let me
those are
conclude. Let me
yeah.
make my parting. Let me make my
Okay.
parting comment and leave.
Okay, buddy.
No. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. I will make a comment, you leave.
I will say this again. There is no specific gender that always move on after a breakup. It always happens depending on the situation. You see, depending on the situation and the person also. A man can move on faster. A woman can also move on before the man, depending on the situation. But most of the time, again, I will go back and say most of the time, men tend to leave and move on faster than women because women most of the time hold on to their emotions little bit longer than men would, or a man will. So, pertaining to the topic tonight, the positive likelihood of a man moving forward is 98%, or I would say, you know, not 98, but 60% of men will move on faster than a woman, because a woman, even after that relationship, she consider a whole lot of things before starting a new relationship. A man will say, I will just start, when I'm not going to be serious, I will just be eating and eating and eating and eating. Equally so, equally, some women will say, I will not be serious. I will not take no man serious for now. I'll just be making my living, or I'll just be having fun for now. Especially in a society that we are in currently, where we sit, women, most women too, they are just going off of fun
Man, one
because
minute, 3 minutes now.
they are not sure in whatever relationship they are in. Thank you. I think it was a great show. Thank you to everybody that contributed, and our viewers, our commenter, or I call him a Liberian eminent, intellectual. You need to come on the show, my man. Start writing all these books and be giving her, hard time to read.
Okay, guys. So, first of all, let me make a disclaimer to our audience. Thank you for watching our viewers. We are not divorce counselor. We are not divorce attorney. We are every view expressed here is just an opinion, our own opinion. We're not asking anybody to go practicalize it, to go and initiate the vote of any kind or separation of any kind. But to conclude, I think I still maintain that women are most likely in a positive note to leave to move on. Men, there are a lot at stake for men. Um, uh, Again, I speak from a psychological point of view. With men, we look at a lot. Children I know children that grow up in a home with all both parents. Sometimes they don't really come out right. People will argue that say most mother, like a lot of these celebrities, they will say, "Oh, my father was never around." But in most African homes, we know that men in the home, it always guarantees. There's something it guaranteed. The children success rate is much higher. Their discipline rate is much higher as compared to being raised by just a woman. So a lot of things are, it's at stake for men. So there's so much for us men to think about, So that mentally put us on the back foot, that we don't make hasty decision, that we don't try to move on quickly, because there's so much, whereas women, I mean, there's so much that advantage. A woman can move on, the children can live with the man, she will get child support. And she doesn't, like Fee. Look at the poor Fee May. I wish I ain't got no problem with it. But Fee said they will weigh the financial, but well, if I stay, I'm not going to. Yeah, first of all, the woman
How
weigh
many
the.
get agency giver?
So, she makes so I think women, they are, a lot of things advantages then to leave, So when they leave, I mean, they will make hasty decision, they will move on. How often you will see, I know it happened to my friend, but men will say, let me move and go live with some of my friends. I'll be there and make up. But women will always do that. They will move and go find their place and think when, but men will just, if they move, they move. But it takes a lot. So yes, women are most likely to leave, or to make up their mind to leave a relationship, because they are mentally and emotionally, they are not built to withstand a lot of things. So they will eventually leave, whether or not they're going to seek another man immediately. But I know they will leave and find their little place and get to this. Some of them might even have a plan B, so they will leave, and the next thing you look, in another relationship, and then they will forget quickly. They forget quickly. They see them. Oh, I saw them enter I saw them enter the supermarket last time. See the man say you bend down, you passing through the other aisle so he can see you. So because you just want to forget it. So yeah, thank you guys. The show was great. The topic was great. These are things that affect our life daily. So these are worth discussing. Thank you very much to our energetic host Fee for always being strong, coming up with all these interesting topics. And thank you very much. Thank you to Andrew Peterson and my man Jimmy. Thank you, Jimmy, for for the topic too, guys. Thanks to everybody.
Okay, let me go. Obviously, I will be the next person. Thank you so much. This topic, I mean, it really took the floor today, and I know as we speak,
Yeah.
it's really
Okay,
playing
man.
one of the minds of a lot of people.
Aye, aye.
That one that grandfather can do, that one, I don't know what it mean. Aye.
Reverse Pro, let back got you.
Oh, wow, that is a power.
Mm. So yeah, like I was saying, I know this topic is playing in the minds of
Reverse, how you pay?
Finish now. Go ahead.
so you put my 1 million back. You put my 1 million
Yeah.
back.
Look at
Of course. Yeah, you give me a look at. You gotta put my 1 million back.
my
All
man,
right.
that 2 seconds. That two
So
seconds, you put it back.
let me start again. Uh Thank you for the topics today. This topic was nice. I know it's playing the minds of a lot of people concerning who moved out first. And so what I want to say is my position is clear that this topic was debatable, like we said today, and everybody have their side. However, um, if it play in your mind that the woman will move out first, or will find it easy to move out first, there might be a condition that you will lay out. Apparently, for support, emotional stability, for I call it sharing of personal, feelings, these things may play on the female to move out immediately, especially those that don't live in the days of the old. But conventionally, the male will like to go outside, will like to go and chill with colleagues, and in that process, he will find a way and start moving on. He will not wait for somebody who's sitting at home thinking. A male will more likely move out first, and that's why we said women are weaker vessel. Number one, number two, the men they don't take something much personal to burden down too much. They like to
Yeah.
move in. So indeed, they will be the first to go out. Some research will tell you female will be able to go out first. I mean, that is the Western research because they feel that men will be like going to work coming, and so they will not have the time. Women will have lesser time to move with friends and what have you. Some researchers will have those kind of thinking, but real life, men are the ones that go out first. So thank you so much. And I think River has already made a disclaimer. Anybody who take our word, you want to go break your own, I mean, you will be doing it at your own risk. We are just like sharing ideas and saying some hard facts that you can find yourself, see yourself in them. Like somebody spoke of female moving out first, and if something is happening, you men gotta know that you're reaching to the point that you will make your woman to leave you, and so you need to adjust your activities. The entire idea here is to be able to live right, live in the confines of your relationship so that you cannot increase child support, so that you cannot take a move and turn to child support. And women, I will agree with Rosa
Andrew,
when
yeah,
saying
yeah.
they want to move out first only because they want to get some child support. Maybe there could be some of the reason that I mean they move out.
Reverse Pro, yeah, yeah.
But I mean, on all over, it was a great day today,
You got a wedding I'm waiting for.
and we don't want for people to move out just like that. So I
Hey,
give it to you, co-host.
Thank God said Donald Trump coming cancel child support. So yeah, make coming
That will
pass
be
executive order. So when you leave out that child support thing, you just for be 50-50.
yeah, forget it. I get it.
People then that didn't vote for Donald Trump shouldn't enjoy the benefits.
What benefit is that? Child support is not a benefit. It's
Okay, let
called.
me just conclude. Let me conclude. Then we can go. Maybe we're gonna go beyond the studio
Go
and
ahead,
talk.
yeah,
Let's see.
please.
Okay, it was a brilliant show, and I want to thank everybody for joining. Let's make it interactive. Let's discuss. It. I want to encourage us. Uh, let's learn to share the show on our favorite platform or names, so people can view it too as well. Peterson, you get an audience. Jimmy get audience. Rosa Pro. You just share it on your page. I think people when they view it, they will start to follow us. But in closing, I want to say that I want to maintain my stance from the beginning. Uh, it depends who is the tyrant in the house, who starts the fight, who starts all of the wahala in the house, who is in a constant habit of threatening to leave the relationship, who is always in that fight. If you don't do this, I will do this. If you don't do this, I will do this. And once that bell continues to ring in your ear, watch out. Be on the alert. Whether you man or a woman, be on the alert in our home. One day, you will see somebody living out of the house, and they wouldn't care. I mean, that part where the woman will pretend to say she'll be in a home, it's difficult for women to pretend. Like Peterson said before, they will always spill their guts up. Everything in their stomach, they will say, most of the women. And when they say oh, they say oh. And when you see women expressing themselves, obviously, I think they're getting tired and they want to go out. If you see them keeping it, they're not saying anything. They still want to be in there. Oh, let me get bare in my baby pa, my baby daddy, they will struggle a lot. But the moment the woman come out, she comes out and says, look, I'm fed up with these things. I will do this, I will do that. She will leave. Normally, they will not pretend. You get the ones who will always pretend, but on the average, they will not pretend. They will say and say. On that note, I want to thank everybody for coming. Let's watch all again tomorrow for another beautiful edition of the show. But tomorrow will be religious, so we all can discuss religious issue. We hope you guys come here tomorrow. Those are you pastor behind the scene. The Lutheran people can come and preach to us tomorrow, so we can see what we can do. But on that note, my name is Don Andrew. I'm your co-host on this program. Let's talk with Miss Fee and the rest, and we'll look up to you guys on tomorrow.
See, before you come on, I want to ask a question. After the Bible quiz or the Bible questions and stuff, the evening show still continue later on.
No,
Okay, so Sunday is just the Bible trivia, right?
the last Sunday of the month.
Oh, it's only last Sunday. The Bible trivia is only last Sunday of the month.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yes, only last one of the month.
okay.
All right. Thank you. Can you guys hear me though? Thank you guys so much. First, let me tell Liberian Eminence, Salome is my niece. I hope that answered the question.
How to call it? Library eminent. Don't even try it. That your question you asking there.
He want for people to block him from this show right now already.
How to call it? If you do your closing, yeah.
Oh, we gotta talk about blacking film on this show closing.
Um, you put me off guard now. I just want to say thank you guys so much. I enjoy the show every day, but tonight I definitely enjoyed it. Um,
That Salome Bene, you be writing long bull at that.
But I want to say thank you to Jimmy, Peterson, our co-host Andrew, and Riverside Pro, and our commenter, Mr. Liberian Eminent Intellectual. Thank you so much for gracing our comment section. We would like you to join us on the panel list at some point if you can. But welcome to the show, and just want to say thank you to Salome. Anna couldn't join us, but she was watching along. You guys. Just want to say thank you. I think everybody already covered the disclaimer already been given. All these shows we do are our opinions and nothing is. We're not here to be professional advice or whatsoever. But if you think whatever we're saying is helpful to your life, you're more than use it your own discretion. But I enjoy the show. I'm just gonna leave it at what everybody says, and I think it was a great show. And I hope if anybody else thinks there's something else to add, they can add it in the comment section or send us an inbox to suggest whatever they would like to. But with that being said, thank you so much. We'll be here again tomorrow at 8:30, and we appreciate all your support and welcome our new followers.
All right, guys. Bye.
Uh,
Yeah.
thank
So my question: what is happening? Your uncle is not deporting again. Everything is okay.
No, you're working on it.
He's still doing
Huh?
it.
Yeah, the man still doing it. The man still doing it. He's still doing it all over the place. But
But
I
man,
think
it is going on. It is going on. In fact, li- I don't know.
I just
Oh,
want to
happy here
reduce your
free.
score.
Andrew, we can't play that song because it's monetized and it's not revenue free. So they block our show from the last one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so use that song.
so so I have an announcement here. I want to just say something here. Fee, 1 minute. Um. Okay. So I mean that's a platform here. We have our financial bookkeeping firm, and just want to give it out there to anybody who want to get a bookkeeper to keep their financial record, make financial report, be able to, like, you don't have time, you're doing a little business, you're doing your individual small startup business, and you need somebody to take care of your financial record, keep your work for tax purpose, for any other decision making purpose. We have that. We have a company called Due Care Financial Group, and this is one of the things we do. I will share with you later, and maybe you can do a flyer for me. I can see the beautiful flyer you've been making, so that we can send it out there. And the interesting thing is we are using the cloud based financial software QuickBooks. We are even working for some people in Liberia while we are right here in Canada. So we are like versatile in that. If you have a business in Liberia and you not know, you can't understand how the money business is going, the only thing is we set it up for you. If somebody buys something for you, they just slant the receipt, and your information will be straight to your bank account. It will be straight up, and you can sit right here and know what they're doing and how your inventory is like in Liberia, and what are those selling and how much coming in, what are the expenditure. You can do right here in America, in Canada, and any part of the world, and know what is happening. Only when people who understand these things set it up for you. So we just want to put it out there.
You guys continue
So it's
watching.
not a free app. You got to pay for it.
No, no, I'm saying bookkeeping front. Nobody does bookkeeping for free, I think, but
I'm
it's
saying the
reasonable.
publicity you're making here is supposed to be free. You should have give something for
These are
them.
some of the immediate now.
Okay, my man. When Donald Trump annexed Canada to as the 50th state United States,
You better wait there. We
my
due
man,
for
They have to
honestly.
do some of
hey,
those
but
things.
The
what?
president already confused already.
I tell you that no, that I'm not that fee president with the man firing all the old veteran, the army people. Wait, one army papa to my wife. The papa say I better get ready. Hey, papa say from 4 to 5 months from now, that thing he doing. Hey, yeah, papa they say they're going to grab that go to them under the bed. Yep, they be there.
No
He
good will
messing with
happen.
people
Nothing,
left
nothing
and
good will happen. I like the knee you gave because
that is good. Papa they get go to the dust it all.
oh,
Breathe.
Yeah. All right, family. So yeah, I
Hey,
got
what
a
did you
whole
say
group
about
of
the song? I want you to tell me what did you say about the song? What Facebook did?
huh?
So because we're running as like a business,
Mm-hmm.
so even though that's a Liberian,
It's a Nigerian.
Oh, it's monetized. So there's revenue sharing. So the video we did on Sunday or whatever we played it, it got flagged by Facebook.
And so what they reduce the revenue.
Yes.
Yeah, but this anyway it's promotional though because but if you having your team song, you want to play your team song, but they don't grab, they don't see like brand music.
Huh? No, second music listed not revenue because some like their account are violating the
Okay, okay. Well, we'll look for our team song anyway. Okay.
say something with it, but even though you put that, you don't have copyright. They still want to flag our video and didn't put in the algorithm where it's supposed to go. But whatever, that's it.
Also, they need a song.
Hmm? The song he just played,
Which one?
the video that
Now, I mean, we're way across Riverside border already, so he didn't see it.
Oh, I
isn't,
didn't.
but it's nice. Um, Find a like. So he said, find a Liberian artist, do your theme song. Okay, maybe you can help me with that Liberian eminent.
No, we do Kasongo. Everybody. No, Kasongo too.
Yeah, we'll
What
find
the
a
way what?
we got a lot of brand music. We'll find it.
Yeah,
Like when I'm running my show, most of the time I always use one of the brand music, Freedom Fighter. I like that song to relate it to our like, brand politics.
Yeah, I left Friday too. I left Friday the cell phone. I think in the United States you can contact him. But the guys, some of them want to the small thing they won't be charging plenty of money, but
No, but you
or
can go on the internet. I can go on the internet and get it song from there and then and download it.
I
yeah.
have a man I used to sponsor in Liberia. I'll reach out to them.
All right.
Okay, gentlemen, it was
All
nice
right,
meeting
guys.
you
It
out
was
there
great,
in
man. Have a
religious
good
Thank you,
weekend.
man. Take care.
All right, thank you
See,
guys,
Bishop
everybody.
Peterson, I hope you be here tomorrow to talk about the religious segment.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Fee, how the
You know
job?
way.
I know the people giving you hell over there.
We'll be there.
More updates for you, but I will share with you tomorrow.
Okay, Fee.
All right.
I said, I want to put you stressing fam up over there. Oh, lady.
Time from Liberia, I will pull out my AK. Let me stop.
Say go to your corner, go to it.
Yeah, can't let go to where you don't mind
Go to there. Go to there. I think that go to.
Nobody try me, yo. Nobody try.
Nobody try. Come on, you go to there. You try. You go to. You go to.
All right,
Yeah.
people.
All right, you guys have a great night and see you tomorrow.
All right.